What's going on, guys? It's Steve. So let me tell you guys something right here. The difference between an NBA superstar and an NBA All-Star. This is about the third time I made this video, but people still don't get it through their damn heads. Here are the only NBA superstars in the world. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Chris Paul, and Carmelo Anthony. Those are the only NBA superstars in this league at this point in time. Anthony Davis is borderline. He's going to be there. I'm telling you, he's a beast. Because he gets injured a lot. I guarantee you, if he didn't get injured that 1 year, he'd be there already. DeMarcus Cousins is an absolute monster. If he can fix his attitude, I guarantee you, he'll be elite very, very soon. Now, let me go through each one of these players and explain why they're the top of the top elite. Start off with LeBron James. Do we even have to question it? The greatest player of all time. When he doesn't play, his team loses. They can't even win a game without him, and they have two other all-star players. Are you kidding me? He averaged a triple-double in the NBA Finals. Kevin Durant embarrassed that guy who averaged a triple-double in the NBA Finals. Won Finals MVP. Won an NBA championship. Had one of the greatest performances in NBA Finals history, along with LeBron, because LeBron averaged a triple-double. Let's be real. LeBron is still better than everyone in the league and anyone in NBA history. So that's LeBron and KD. Stephen Curry, do we even have to go through the 73-9 all by himself with Klay Thompson and Draymond Green? That team was not stacked. Stephen Curry led that team, had the greatest regular season in NBA history. First unanimous MVP, 30 points per game, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 50, 40, 90. I mean, does it get any better than that? And he blew a 3-1 lead. Now, let's move on to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is the greatest defensive player I have ever seen in this league. And now he's elevated his game, and his offense is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the things that I'm seeing from Kawhi, it's crazy. He can shoot the basketball 50, 40, 90. He can drive the ball. He can post you up. He has the handling ability. He's clutch in crunch time. He's incredible. He's incredible. Oh, and he was up 26 points before he got injured against the Golden State Warriors. Now, that's not to say they would have beat the Golden State Warriors, but let's just say he was up 26 points. Scrubs don't do that, okay? Let's be real. Russell Westbrook just came off a season averaging a triple-double. Still made the playoffs without the second-best player in the world who left his team when they blew a 3-1 lead to the team that blew a 3-1 lead against LeBron. It's funny how it works out. It's like a chain. It ain't brain science. It ain't rocket surgery. Yo, Matt the Knick fan, man. That was the funniest comment I've ever seen in my entire life. Funniest comment I've ever seen in my entire life. And by the way, thank you for staying active on my channel. Over a year now, you've been commenting and watching all of my videos. I appreciate that, man. And I know a lot of other people do that as well. But he had a really funny comment. I just wanted to say that. I started dying. Anyway, look. Who were we up to? We just said Russell Westbrook, James Harden. Are you kidding me? The Houston Rockets were, second, third seed in the Western Conference? 50, 40, 90, same thing. And ones from threes, crazy handles, can drop 50 with his eyes closed, carried his team deep in the play. I mean, come on, man. Chris Paul, does he get any better than that? That dude wants to win like no one else. He loves to win. He yells at his own teammates. He'll give you 15 assists. And he'll give you 40 points if he needs to. Whatever he needs to do to win, he'll do it. Oh, and he's one of the best defensive point guards in NBA history. Carmelo Anthony. Without him, in the last 4 years, get this, the last 4 years without him, his team is 3-49. Let me repeat that. Without Carmelo Anthony playing, the New York Knicks are 3-49. That shows you how garbage they are, and that it's not his fault they ain't making the playoffs because he's trying his hardest. But how much can you carry when your team goes 3-49 without you? Ridiculous, absolutely embarrassing, humiliating. But that's how bad his team is. Now, let me talk about the players that a lot of people think are superstars. Well, actually, this season kind of spoke for itself. Paul George, he ain't a superstar. I proved it. He's not. All-star player, I'll give you that, but he ain't no damn superstar. He's a beast, though. I would love him to be on my team. Not in crunch time, though, because his crunch time stats are terrible. Look, Gordon Hayward, great player, not a superstar, but an all-star. He led the Utah Jazz to a top seed in the Western Conference. Great defensive team, great defensive player, great offensive player, and he knew his role. He didn't go and say, look, I want to be the star, because he was a star in Utah. But he realized, look, I'm not good enough to lead this team to an NBA championship, especially against Kevin Durant and Steph, when it's really just me, Rudy Gobert, and that's really it. You know, we have some bums like Dante Exum and a bunch of other overrated, overhyped bums that came into the league. Steve's just salty because, yeah. Look, Gordon Hayward, he stayed in his lane and he understood. I got to go to Boston. I got to team up with Isaiah and Al Horford. I don't know why they got rid of Avery Bradley. Very silly of them because they could have had Isaiah Thomas, Avery Bradley, Gordon Hayward, Al Horford. Are you kidding me? Jay Crowder, Marcus Smart. Oh, my gosh. Would have been ridiculous. And now Isaiah Thomas is coming out saying, oh, I better get paid or else I'm leaving. Bye, bye, bye. Ignoring your calls now. Try to stack that money somewhere else because we ain't giving that to you now. It ain't happening, by the way. Rest in peace to SK speaking now because look. Isaiah Thomas, great player. You see how I'm moving and weaving and making this video linear? And this is all off the top of my head. I didn't write this stuff down. I'm a genius, man. Look, Isaiah Thomas, great player. Not a superstar. Great player, though. But he's not a superstar. Oh, my gosh. Can we rewind for a second? I totally just excluded someone by accident that I did not mean to do. And that just shows you how underrated and underspoke of this guy is. It's probably because the market he's in. I mean, the Washington Wizards have been garbage for a long time, but they're really good now. John Wall. He's the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. Great. Look, he's literally a mini LeBron James. He can't shoot. He can't. He can drive to the basket with his left hand. He's better with his left than he is with his right, just like LeBron. He's a lockdown defender, just like LeBron was when he was younger. He'll give you 30 points per game, just like LeBron. He'll give you 7 rebounds and 7 assists, just like LeBron. He'll lead your team deep in the playoffs, just like LeBron. I mean, come on. Literally a mini LeBron James. John Wall is part of the elite. John Wall is an NBA superstar. You know what? That's going to be the title of this video. John Wall is an NBA superstar. Because I have to show him some love. I have to. Now, I know I only get like 3,000 viewers, but still. I have to show him some love because the media doesn't even show him love. And we're talking about someone that's the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. Now, I know people are going to say, well, there's not a lot of great point guards in the East. Are you kidding me? Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, Isaiah Thomas. Should I go on? Goran Dragic. Come on now. Derrick Rose. Let's be real. There's some really good point guards in the Eastern Conference. But John Wall stands out. And to be honest, there's only 2 point guards I would take over John Wall. Actually, 1. And that guy's by the name of Stephen Curry. That's really the only point guard I would take over John Wall. Now, and the reason is because what I've seen from John Wall in the playoffs, he doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He's not inefficient. He's great defensively. He's great offensively. He's a mini LeBron. You have Russell Westbrook, incredible player, average a triple-double, one of the greatest players I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. And that says a lot because I've witnessed the 96 draft in their prime. I've witnessed the, 97 draft in their prime. I've witnessed the 03 draft in their prime. And Russell Westbrook's one of the greatest players I've ever seen play basketball. But I think I'd take John Wall over Russell Westbrook. No knock at Russell Westbrook because he's a beast. I'd take John Wall over James Harden as well. James Harden can't play defense. Russell Westbrook's an all-right defender. Really inefficient, though. Turns the ball over a lot. Don't like that. John Wall does not do that. John Wall's efficient, and he's like a mini LeBron. Now, he needs to get his field goal percentage up. Let's be real about that for a second. But let's also be real. John Wall is leading that Washington Wizards team deep in the playoffs. Great player, man. Great player. So, this whole video was supposed to be in response to my other video talking about Kyrie Irving and all this other crap. But it kind of swayed to John Wall, which I don't mind because I think John Wall deserves more respect because let's be real, he's the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. He's doing his thing, and he's a mini LeBron James. Literally, he does everything LeBron does, without question. He does everything LeBron James does. So I'll sit here and I'll say this. The only NBA superstars in the league right now, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, and John Wall. That's 9. All right, let's make it 10. Anthony Davis. There's 10. There are 10 superstars in the league. Everyone else is a borderline an all-star player. And some are borderline all-star players. Let's be real. Do you really think Paul George is on that same level as those players I just listed? Not even close. Funny thing is that Kawhi Leonard and Paul George used to be on the same level, but Someone elevated his game, and that someone resides in San Antonio, Texas, under one of the greatest coaches I've ever seen in my entire life, in Greg Popovich. It's been your man, Steve. Whoa, I'm starting to get dizzy, man. Probably from all the shit I'm talking. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. Peace.